Uh, Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, in the previous discussion about culture, uh, we discussed some views about culture. Some views even the basic notion of culture, but due to short period of time, we are not able to discuss it in detail. So, culture, as I in the previous class, I signified it with a definition like a simple definition like culture is the way of life. Culture is the way of life. Culture is the way of life. Way of life. Culture is the way of life. Dear students, what does it mean? Culture is the way of life. It connotes the idea, your lifestyle, your tradition, your belief, your ideas, your perceptions, isn't it? Your way to outlook, your ideas, your thought, even I should say the rituals you are practicing, the beliefs you are practicing, the customs you are practicing, isn't it? It is actually the way of life of people, isn't it? Who are the people? We are the people, isn't it? We are the people. So the people, their behavior, their ideas, their perception, their rituals, their practices, even I say the art and culture, art, even I say the art, anything that resembles to the society, that resembles to the community, that resembles to any particular association, or that resembles to any that resembles the people. It signifies culture. This culture, dear students, for example, this culture, it has been taken from a Latin word. See, this culture has been taken from a Latin word, cultura. Cultura. This cultura means to cultivate. To cultivate. So, to cultivate, for example, what to cultivate? You have to cultivate the beliefs, isn't it? You have to cultivate the standards of action. You have to cultivate the rituals, isn't it? Yes, sir. You have to cultivate your way of lifestyle. You have to cultivate the customers. You have to cultivate the norms, the principles, the doctrines that are in your society. So all these things, once you cultivate these things, you make these things worth to accept in your lifestyle. That signifies culture. This culture is a broad, it has broad outlook. This culture, it does not only include, it does not just signify only the way of life in terms of rituals, in terms of beliefs, in terms of traditions. It signifies more than these perspectives. For example, if I am working in I am living in a Kashmiri society. I am the person and human being of this culture. I am the human being of Kashmir. On one occasion, if I am the human being of Kashmir, that means I have to describe my culture in a Kashmiri style, isn't it? Yes. For example, I will just give you the example. Vazwan in Kashmir. Yes, Vazwan in Kashmir. It has some special criteria as compared to other societies. So this Vazwan is actually, it is in our traits, isn't it? Yes, sir. This Vazwan is our traits, because if we will not, entertain this Vazwan in our in the like for example in marriage, we will not practice this Vazwan in marriage. Over marriage, it seems simple. It seems not up to the mark of our culture. I am not saying that this only this thing like to use Vazwan in marriages to apply the style in marriage in different institutions or any other. Not only marriages, there are so many things that we are just have some in Like as Eid. Eid is also one of the festival or one of the ritualic holiday in our culture. If we talk about Eid, we are also using Wazwan in that very particular festival, isn't it? This is actually what it signifies. If we will not use this Wazwan, it signifies something different. This was one kind of culture is not accepted in every society. This is being accepted in Kashmir, most importantly Kashmir. Why? Because this has a cultural heritage. Because it has been from years, it has been in our tradition, isn't it? Yes, our parents, grandparents, even I should say the ancestors were using the practice. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So this very example is, for example, you are using some what I say some things in if we talk about marriage is most important institution in our society. It is important in every society, but we have some practices that are totally comparable. When I say that are different as compared to other cultures. In marriage we are using kehwa. Are you using kehwa? Kehwa, you know, kehwa is one of the cultural trait. This is also one of the cultural traits. We are using kehwas in Mehndi Raat.
Yes, sir.
We are using so many this Mehndi. We are using Mehndi. Even I should say we are using so many things. We are practicing. That signifies our culture. That also signifies our culture. Similarly, for example, in folklore, I should say, for example, the kind of songs that you are practicing in your culture. What kind of songs? We have some folklore as sort of songs that are totally different as compared to other cultures, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So this singing is also a passion in ones who are practicing a marriage, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, some other things we are inviting the or what I should say guests. We are inviting guests in ones who are in marriage or a celebration of marriage in any family. We are inviting guests. The style of inviting guests is totally different as compared to other cultures, isn't it?
Yes,
sir. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
It is totally different because our style is it varies from other cultures. It varies from other cultures because our style is something different. This is actually cultural trait. Cultural trait because we are being practicing, we are being using these, utilizing these things. Actually, we have this is a sort of practice that has been from traditional period of time. That has been from our ancestors. We are accepting, we are imitating this because our tradition, our ancestors, even I should say grandparents, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
They were practicing this kind of what I should say marriage with this kind of style, with this kind of design. So this is actually it expresses, it connotes, it signifies our culture. It signifies our culture. Similarly, my dear students, if we will talk of family, we will talk about a family. Family is one of the institution. If we will talk about our family in our society, this family has some kind of design, a sort of what I should say, a sort of style that also varies from other society, that also varies from other cultures. Like most importantly, we nowadays it is the rhythm is to some extent changing. But if I would say the kind of joint family, a joint family is one of the what I should say. It is actually our families are joint, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
To some extent we does not like nuclear families, does not like what I should say some other kind of families because this joint family has been no traditions. We had been we had been just practicing this joint family from years, from the period of ancestors. Even I should say our cultural heritage also signifies this very particular character, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So this is second example. In families we are using, we had the what I should say uh, the sort of style in our family that has the outlook, even I should say, that has the face totally different from other cultures, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
If we talk of our institutions like polity is here, even I should say, we talk of kinship, we talk of relationship, we talk of other things. These things are also different as compared to other cultures. I am talking of my culture. I am talking of my lifestyle. I am talking of my way of lifestyle, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So not only in perspective of these institutions, see our lifestyle, dress code is totally different. This dress code also signifies and it also expresses our culture, isn't it?
Yes,
Our
sir.
dress code, it also varies from other cultures. We are using heron. Who is using heron among you? All the students. Even I am using
Yes,
heron
sir.
in during winters. Why I am using this heron? Why? Because this is our culture. We are using congrees. Congrees is also in our culture. So these using these congrees, it is one of the main, what I should say, main instrument that we are using in winters, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Any confusion?
No, sir.
So this is actually these things define as culture. These things define as your rituals. Rituals, like so many rituals are in our. If we talk of Muslim religion, we have some rituals that are most importantly that has also the cultural heritage, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
See the style of our buildings in Kashmir. Even I should say, see the style of the construction. See the style of the what I should say, the kind of relationship with people. See the kind of the association with the people. See the kind of neighborhood that we are practicing in our culture. It also signifies our cultural trait, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
These are some things that I need to discuss, because these are the basics of our culture. These are the basics of our
Culture.
Similarly, architecture, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
You had your art, or art of, we are just the construction, the building construction. I should say some sort of buildings that has a cultural heritage as well. The buildings are looking like that these to comparably different from other cultures, because the building style is totally different in Kashmir as compared to other. We are using so many things. Roofs are different. So this roof kind of culture, like we are using roofs in once we are constructing a building, the roof is necessary. Why that roof is necessary? Because we are having the winter season as well. So keeping that very winter season in concern, we are just designing the building in that style, because that is necessary. Or even I should say seasonal changes. This also describes our culture. Seasonal changes are there. When I say social lifestyle, that is totally, it also signifies our cultural trait. Even I should say, or like eating pattern, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
We are not using the dining tables. Maybe dining tables are using in some of the country. We had the dasarkan type of style, isn't it? This also signifies what? It also signifies our culture. So to signify culture, to define culture, to discuss culture, it has a broad outlook. It has a broad, but most importantly, beliefs, your beliefs, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Customs, traditions, norms, art, etc. These units are actually the face of our culture. These are basically face of our culture. Like you have different beliefs, the sort of beliefs, the customs, traditional outlook, isn't it? Norms, consistent orders of action, or the architecture, art, isn't it? It is actually the face of our culture. It is the face of culture. There are two types of cultures. Uh, Two main types of cultures that also gives us the idea about culture. For example, number one type is material, and second one is
Material.
no, material, immaterial, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Or we can say tangible and intangible. Tangible, intangible, intangible. Okay. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So tangible and intangible. This material culture and immaterial culture. Material culture. This is material. This is material. This chair is material. This table is material. These windows, material. isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Anything, anything, anything in your institution. See in your homework. You are using the thing is like whether it is related to what I say potters, whether it is related to any agriculture field, whether it is related to for cleaning and purity, whether it is related to your environment around the things that you are using. Like I mean to say the thing that you are utilizing. Most what is the instruments, the things that are based on material. That is the composition of your likes. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So that is material culture. For example, what kind of material you are using in construction, what kind of material you are using to construct any particular building, what kind of material you are using in architecture. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting me?
Yes,
What
sir.
kind of materials you are using in by practicing the agriculture fields? Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So this it also signifies your culture, the material outlook. For example, I talked about the chair. We are using such kind of chairs. This is material. This is material.
Yes.
Now this chair is the part of our culture. Am I right?
Yes,
You are
sir.
using samovar, kettle, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Samovar is the most important. That's also the material culture because the samovar is one of the sign of our. This actually is the face of our culture. That also signifies the culture, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
The even I should say we were using the chalks. Now we have the pen, like these kind of pens, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
So this is it also signifies the material. Material means material, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Material and non-material is besides material. Like you see your perception, your idea, your thought, isn't it?
Yes,
Your
sir.
idea, you can't touch that idea. Your sentiments, isn't it?
Yes,
Your
sir.
your beliefs on what I should say things or what thoughts, what kind of beliefs, what kind of ideas, what kind of perceptions, what kind of imaginations. It signifies your non-material. It signifies your intangible culture. Your idea is different. Maybe your idea may be, for example, I am living in a Kashmiri society. I am the part of this Kashmiri culture. My perception, my idea it will be different from other cultures. It will be different from other society. It will be different from other states, isn't it? So it signifies the immaterial culture.
Culture.
It signifies immaterial,
Culture.
material and non-material. Material is based upon the composition of different things. Composition of, for example, if you construct a building, you need cement, you need bricks, you need roof, you need wood, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
You need so many things. That is material. That is.
Material.
But once you design a particular building, you need your thought. You need your.
Thought.
You need idea. You need.
Idea.
So this idea is immaterial, and the composition of making any building, or I should say the things that you are using to construct a building, that signifies material. That signifies. So this is material and non-material, or I can say material or immaterial, or we can say tangible or intangible. Tangible or intangible. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Any confusion?
No, sir.
Any confusion?
No, sir.
It has a broad outlook to discuss the culture. We have so many types, for example, but you need not to discuss what I should. This I think this very concept and idea and notion is sufficient to you because you are the what I say seventh class students. So you need to short it within this context. You need to short it like this. You don't need to discuss the in elaboration. Other things are there is like if I would discuss the cultural heritage, if I will discuss this traditionality, if I will discuss the cultural syncretism, there is cultural relativism, isn't it? There is cultural trait, there is cultural ethos. There are other things as well, but we don't need to go for there. We had a limited course. We had a limited here to discuss about the culture. We don't need to discuss it with the high what I should say high standard, isn't it?
Yes,
So
sir.
you are the 8th class student, but try to. I will just try to give you the better. You just focus on your books, and if any confusion or any point you face, just try to discover it and try to ask me. Even you should also search with your. I mean, say so many sources are there. Maybe wherever if you will be any confusion, I am here to discover. I am here to give you the answers. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.